Hello, beautiful souls. This is Calming Clarity, and today we're doing a pick a card reading on what is making you anxious. So I know anxiety can be really hard, which is why I made this reading to help you figure out what's making you anxious. Is it what you think it is right now, or is there something else going on? And what you can do to get through it. So just so you know, I did also make another video on anxiety, and this one is more for if you're feeling anxious right now in the moment, so anxious that you cannot concentrate on anything else. So sort of that panicky moment. So if you're feeling that right now, I do recommend checking out that video. I go through with you in real time activities that we can do together to get through anxiety. And the idea is that in the 20-minute span that the video takes place, by the end of it, you will no longer be feeling anxious. We go through journaling, meditation, affirmations, breathing techniques, all of that to get you into a beautiful, calm state by the end. So if you're interested, that link's in the description. And without further ado, we're going to start the pick a card reading. So for your first pile, we have the rose quartz crystal. For your second pile, we have the amazonite crystal. And for your third pile, we have this lovely earth stone. So go ahead and choose your pile. Timestamps are in the description, and I will see you in a moment. Hello, pile 1, and if you chose the rose quartz crystal, then this reading is for you. Okay, pile 1, what is making you anxious? Alright, so for your first card, you have the Four of Air. And in traditional tarot, then that is the Four of Swords. So right away I'm getting that you could be feeling anxious because you haven't gotten enough sleep lately. Maybe you've been up lately with nightmares, or things have been stressing you out and causing you not to get to sleep on time, or just a busy schedule. But I'm feeling like sleep could be part of the problem right now. See this unicorn sleeping? And then this other one in the background that's dark and shadow? Like a shadow? I'm getting with this that you may be getting plagued by nightmares, or that even with the other unicorns in the background, I'm getting that it could be that even other people are causing you a lack of sleep. So maybe you're letting their thoughts and opinions get to you, or maybe you're an empath and it's the emotions and feelings of others that you're picking up on, causing you just to be very, very drained. Okay, so for your next card, we have the Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. So with this card, I'm getting that you're really successful and that you've been going after your goals. I'm getting that other people have been seeing this and have been getting jealous and have been trying to bring you down. Especially with these wands coming from there. So there's you, you're floating on your dragon, and then you've got these wands below that are, and those are the other people who are trying to bring you down. I'm hearing that they're trying to bring you off your high horse. But for you, that's not really what it is. You're not feeling cocky about what you're doing. You're working for yourself. You're going after things for yourself, and you're doing awesome at that. But people want a piece of that for themselves. They don't like seeing that. They think that they should be the ones who are successful, and they don't like the fact that you are the one being successful. It might be that you're a very confident person and that you make others feel intimidated, so they feel like they want to bring you down. I'm also hearing that you could, and again with the first card as well, that you might be an empath, and that the energy of others affects you a lot, and they know that, and they sort of take advantage of that because they know that you're sensitive and that you can be easily affected by that. But I see you floating above this. You don't go down to their level just because they want to bring you down to the level. You've been fighting this battle for a long time, and you've been making sure that you still get to shine and you still get to float and fly, even if they try to bring you down. But this with the card next to it, I'm getting that you're feeling exhausted from this. That it seems like you do one battle and there's another one around the corner, and people are constantly trying to bring you down anyways. And you're a little sick of trying to be the peacekeeper. Like, you try to keep the peace even though they're trying to bring you down. You still try to get along with them. You still try to make it so that everybody's happy. But you're getting exhausted with this. I'm seeing that it doesn't matter what you say. Like, they don't get it. They misunderstand you. They don't agree with you. And it feels like there's nothing you can do. They're still gonna be the way that they are. Yeah, I get that you're shining and that they don't like that. Okay, let's see what the next card says. So your next card is of course, the High Priestess. So this card is a very psychic card, and that can speak to you as well. You may be very psychic, and you may pick up on the energies of others, as we've been mentioning so far. Yeah, I'm just getting that you stand above this all. When people try to bring you down, you don't stoop down to their level. You wish them love, you care for them, but you don't let them bring you down. You don't allow yourself to react to it. At least not anymore, even if you did before. I'm getting that you're very open, you're very honest, you're a very genuine person with their arms open wide like that. Yeah, you stand in your power. You know your worth. But other people want a piece of that. And especially with the fact that the other one says choose your battles wisely, and here it says consider carefully what you want before acting. I'm getting that you do that, that you're not constantly, you don't go to every fight that you're invited to. You're above it. They try to bring you down, but you don't react to it. And that bothers them even more. It makes them even more angry. Yeah, I'm getting that you're picking up a lot of their energy, and it's making you anxious. And that you don't want to be this way. You just want to be able to get along. You don't want to constantly have to justify yourself and explain yourself all the time. You just want them to get it, but they don't. And that makes it hard. So with the next card, you have Epiphany. Yeah, so again, I'm getting that you're very connected to your spirits and guides. You just know things. You know, you're very intuitive. Sometimes you even like almost know what people think and what they wish they could say that they don't say, and that bothers you. You pick up on their energy very, very clearly and very accurately. See, I'm also seeing with this card, like there's the person there, and then there's this sort of energy bubble, which is another person around it. And I'm getting that sort of the energy of other people. And with you, with your arms open, you're just taking so much of that in. You're so open that you're taking all of that in. And when it's negative, it's going to make you anxious. Not only that, but even if it's not about you, you're picking up on it so strongly. Like right now with the world the way it is, anxiety is a regular emotion that almost everybody's feeling all the time. It's so normalized in society right now. So you're picking up on all of that. And then you're going to feel that too, because you're an empath. Yeah. And so I'm just seeing the reminder here that your angels and guides are with you. And that you already know what's serving you and what's not. You already know the people that you can trust and the people that you can't. And that you just need to trust your intuition. You just need to trust your instincts about it. You know what's making you feel anxious. And the next card you have is Partnerships in Love. So for some of you, it may be that it is your partner or love interest that is causing you to feel anxiety. Maybe it's them that's trying to bring you down and feeling jealous about where you are in life. But for most of you, I'm getting that it doesn't have to be that. That it literally could be anyone who's close to you. So it could be your friendships, it could be just your coworkers and general people around you, or your family as well. And that you want to feel connected with them. And so you do try to feel connected with them, and you're constantly trying to give to them, and you're constantly trying to bring light to the circumstance, but they're very draining. But I'm also hearing with this that new people are coming into your life. Your angels and guides are working very hard to send you new people. So you are going to find that soul tribe. You are going to find those people that do get you, that don't need to bring you down, that you will feel connected to. Yeah, I'm getting this sort of bittersweet sort of energy with this. Like you feel confident in your power, but you also don't want to leave the people that you love and care about behind. Even if they're not acting right now, you still want to bring them with you. You want them to evolve with you. But you know intuitively that's not going to happen, that they need to go on their own journey and they need to do it on their own, and that you can't be with them for every step of it. I'm hearing don't fight their battles for them. Interesting. So don't fight their battles for them. Yeah. So your next card is Shame. So yeah, your anxiety might be caused by some deep-seated shame. But I'm hearing that the shame's not yours. The shame was given to you by the people around you, and it was given to you because it was shame that they were feeling themselves that they didn't want to carry and deal with, so they put it on you. Might be because, on some unconscious level, they knew you're empath, and they knew that you can take that from them, or they wanted someone to blame it on, and you as a sensitive person just took it on and said, okay, I don't want you to feel that way, so I'm going to take this. Or jealousy, like we've mentioned before. They just wanted to bring you down because they didn't like what you were doing. But you internalize some of that shame, and that could be what's making you feel anxious now, is because you feel like you should be what they want you to be. You wish you could be what they want you to be. You wish you could fit in. You wish you could just get along with those people. You're sick of being the outcast. You're sick of being misunderstood. You just want to feel connected and you want to feel loved, and it's not happening for you, so that's causing you some anxiety. But what I'm seeing here is at the top, you see the yellow people and they're handing hearts to the person in the middle. So those are your angels and guides, and they are sending you love, and they're letting you know, they're like, even if your soul tribe isn't in your life right now and the people you're meant to be friends with aren't here right now in the physical, we're here for you. Your soul tribe is always with you, is always around you. You can always connect whenever you want. You are connected, even when you're completely on your own. And I think that's the lesson that you're learning right now, is that it's okay to be completely on your own. It's okay to be completely in your own power. You don't have to have other people to be there validating you and making you feel included. You can feel that for yourself. And I think you're working very hard to create that for yourself, and that's a beautiful thing. And your next card, Starseed. Of course, what lights you up? So yeah, you're a starseed. So for those of you guys who don't know what a starseed is, a starseed is a person whose past life was on another planet or in another realm. So that would explain why you feel so different, why it's so hard for you to connect with these people, is because you're not even from here. You didn't have the same life experiences. You're not learning the same lessons. You came with a very special gift, and you came here to help people ascend and help people see the light. So you were already born with this light in you, and you don't have to learn it the way they do. And that's been very hard for you because you want to bring people there with you, but you already have that energy to you. You want to help people so bad. You want to help them walk the same path that you're walking yourself, and you want them to see the beauty that you're seeing in the world. But they're not choosing to do that. They're choosing to remain where they are because it's easy and it's safe. And I'm hearing, in spirit wants you to just kind of let go of them and say, that's it. You can't fight their battles for them again. Like, you can't solve their problems for them. They have to walk their life on their own, and they're never going to get to that space that you're at right now if they're not given the opportunity to fight their own battles. And so that's what you're being shown to do, is to let go of them. And that's been really hard for you because you do just want to fit in, and you do just want to feel one with them. I'm also seeing the question, what lights you up? So part of what might help you get past the anxiety is to accept that there are people out there that are like you, that you will come to contact with them, and that you are very special. But also to find your purpose and find what you're meant to do, and just do that every day and not worry about what other people think or what other people want. I saw a quote today that said, don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't ask for from advice. And that's so true. If they're not people who are ascending themselves and are working on spirituality themselves, then they're not going to be able to help you on your path right now, because you are ascending and you are working on those spiritual gifts, and it's not going to make sense what they think you should do. And the same goes for you right now. You have to let them figure it out on their own too, because they're in a total different place than you. And your next card is Get Grounded, of course. So empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So yeah, as I've been saying this whole time, you're absolutely an empath. And with being an empath, you're going to pick up on that energy of other people very easy, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to pick up on all of it. And because of that, that's going to make you feel very anxious some of the time. So the advice to you from Spirit is to spend more time in nature. So I know most of you guys probably heard of earthing, where you walk bare feet on the grass, and that helps you heal. For me personally, though, I personally just like going for walks, or Sometimes I lay fully on the grass and just stare at the sun and just enjoy myself and wait until it feels right. And it's a great way to clear your energy. And then I thank Mother Earth, and it's a really good experience just to be out in nature feeling so healed. Um, so yeah, I definitely recommend that you spend some time in nature the way that you see fit as well. Go for a hike even. The beach, cleansing in water is another great way to heal. But yeah, that might be why you're feeling anxious, of course. Okay, so for your next card, you have Message in a Bottle. So with this card, I'm seeing again that you are very connected to your angels and your guides. They are sending you messages all the time through signs, synchronicities, symbols, possibly numbers, spirit animals. They're always talking and communicating with you, and you've been getting a lot of messages about this situation. I'm getting that you already know what's making you anxious, that the angels have been with you warning you about this and talking to you very frequently. But mostly through symbolism and messages that they send you. But you're very intuitive, so you understand. It is possible that you are going to get a message soon regarding this situation. Maybe a new opportunity, maybe a way out. But for the most part, I'm just getting that your angels and guides just want to say that they are with you, that they are talking to you, that what you think is the situation, that you are right, and to trust your intuition. And for your next card, you have Time to Go. All right, so with Time to Go, I see you might be moving on to something new, or you might be being called to move on to something new. I'm hearing that you need to follow your intuition somewhere else, that it's time to leave the people that aren't serving you behind. So these people that we've been talking about in this reading so far that have been making you feel anxious, that have been making you feel not yourself, or have been bringing you down in any way, it's time to leave them behind, and it's time to move on to something new. And you know this. With all these cards here, you know this. And I think that's what's been making you anxious, is because you know that you're being called to move somewhere else. You know you're being called to move on. But that makes you anxious because you don't feel quite ready yet. So with this card right now, I'm seeing that you're in between. You've started to let go of these people, sort of mentally, emotionally, but you're not quite ready to make a physical change in your life yet. So you're in the in-between. I'm seeing that the next place is beautiful, that you're going to find people that you can really connect with, people that get you, people that don't make you feel this way. And I think you know all of that. I'm hearing, instead of being anxious, that you should be excited. You should look forward to the next step, because it's going to be amazing. And it's going to make you feel fulfilled. I feel this sort of changing energy going right now, where I feel the anxiety that you were feeling, but also the potential for what you could feel if you just moved on and walked away. Yeah, I keep hearing you need to take the next step, move forward. But I'm also hearing that you are going to do that you're feeling ready, that you're going to get there. Maybe you're in between for a reason. Maybe maybe you are being guided to take it slower. There are a little bit of blocks right now because you're meant to wait for the perfect opportunity. Maybe that's just for some of you. But yeah, what you want is coming to you. Maybe it's that message in a bottle you're waiting for. Maybe you're waiting for someone to reach out to you and call you. Maybe there's a new opportunity around the corner. Maybe divine timing is at play here. But it's all coming. Just have to be patient. You just have to take the steps forward that you need to take. Okay, so that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Bye! Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Amazonite crystal, then this is your reading. Okay, so your first card is Walking Away. So with this card, I see that the reason you might be feeling anxious is that you are letting go of something, or you're being guided to let go of something. You might be in a transition during your life where you're moving from one thing to the other. So you might be switching jobs, you might be leaving a relationship. And with these butterflies here, I also see that you might be going through a transformation. I also see that with the blossoms here. You're blossoming into something better. I see this as a really exciting opportunity for you. I see the way that she's glowing as she's walking through these gates. That this is something that you're really looking forward to. I feel that sort of excited, jittery feeling when you're moving on to something else. And you're excited and you want that to happen and you're looking forward to it, but you're also feeling scared because there's an unknown element to it. So I'm seeing that sort of in-between stage with you. And different ones of you guys will be at different places. So this is a general reading. Okay, I'm going to take the next card. Okay, so your next card is the 3rd chakra. So the 3rd chakra is the solar plexus chakra. So with this, I see that part of your transformation is growing more confidence and becoming into your power. I see this beautiful golden energy in both these cards, and it screams confidence, stepping into the light, coming into your power. It's really exciting. With that though, I also feel that underlying fear with it, the anxiety of you're changing, you're becoming better, but this is still scary and unknown territory. Some of you guys may need to clear up your solar plexus chakra as well, and that might be why this card is popping up. But for most of you, I see that you're gaining more confidence, you're becoming more of a leader. You're becoming the main character in your own book. Beautiful. So your next card is 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So the 6th chakra is the 3rd eye chakra. And with this card, I see that you might be getting some downloads or some psychic insights. So for those of you who don't know what downloads are, that's just when your angels and guides are communicating with you and sending you new information. Sometimes we get ringing in our ears when we receive downloads, or different experiences for different people. I think some people get tingly sensations as well. And that's just your angels and guides sending new information into your system. But basically what this is just you getting more connected with your psychic senses. And of course, like this can be a very exhausting process. I know I went through it a couple of times where I'll just be very tired for days on end because your body is going through so much psychically that it can't really handle any more of the day-to-day physical tasks and physical things to do. So that could also be why you're feeling a bit anxious, is because you're going through that transformation. Maybe you're going through your spiritual awakening right now, or one of your spiritual awakenings. No matter what you call it, it looks like you are going through a transformation, which might be playing into your anxiety. and also with that, possibly a big change in your life. Yeah, and also with this card, I'm getting that you might be feeling more clarity and seeing different perspectives on the other situations in your life. So just like with the first card, you're moving on to something else. You're moving to a different stage in your life. And it's as exciting as it is scary right now. I'm seeing that you're going after your goals and that you're achieving something new. And that your path is becoming clearer for you as you walk it. Very exciting. So the next card you have is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Six of Wands. So yeah, just as I said, you are starting something new here. Possibly a new career or a new business opportunity. And you are going to be successful in this, which is really great. But I see that you might be fearing your own success. That you might be worried that what happens once I achieve it all? What happens once I do that? Will there be more? What will my other goals be? Will they be even scarier, even bigger? I hear that you might be a little bit worried about possibly the attention you're going to get if you succeed in this. What's it going to be like if you have a bunch of people looking at you and watching your every move? Are people going to be jealous of you and try to bring you down? Are people going to be judging you? Having all their own thoughts about this? About what you're doing? Depending on what you're doing, some of you guys might even lose some of your privacy, might be concerned with that. But I think you know that all of this doesn't really matter. That you were meant to do this, that this is your purpose, and that this is your path. And that you're going to achieve great things. So you're very excited to go down this and do this. But you have just some underlying fears that are kind of stopping you from wanting to move forward. Okay, let's see what your next card is. Okay, so for your next few cards, you have the King of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. Okay, so with these three cards, I'm getting that you may have some suppressed emotions. So, like we were saying before, you have some fears. You might have some fears about succeeding or achieving your goals. And other, what's the word? Other unhelpful beliefs that might be holding you back here. So some shadow work might help at this time to help you figure out what emotions and feelings are holding you back. I'm getting a lot of fear and a lot of beliefs. And it's going to be different for each person, so I do suggest that you do some shadow work. With this card next to it, as you see, she's writing on a piece of paper. So you also see that some journaling might be helpful for you. Ask yourself on a piece of paper, what emotions are holding me back? What beliefs are holding me back? What's causing me this anxiety? And that'll help you get a little bit more of a specific answer for your unique situation. I know a lot of times we hear in the spiritual community that when we have those emotions that we need to let it go. And sometimes this is misunderstood. So what you really need to do when an emotion comes up is not to bury it in your unconscious, which would be like letting it go right away. So if you start to feel anxious, for instance, and you say to yourself, I shouldn't be feeling this, I need to move on from this, and then you distract yourself with something else and you try to move on from it, then what you're really doing is just burying it in your unconscious for later. You're not dealing with it, you're not managing it, you're just pushing it back down. So when that emotion comes up instead, what would be more helpful would be to either journal or just to meditate on the emotion. Say, and accept it. I am feeling anxiety right now. Ask yourself why you're feeling it and what you can do to move through it. So what might be happening with you is you might be doing what I said in the first place. You might be telling yourself, it's silly to feel this emotion, or these beliefs I have aren't real, or this emotion's not serving me right now, and you might be trying to move past it. And I've done that myself many times too. And you might be unintentionally just sort of pushing it down instead, which also plays into this card over here with the Nine of Swords. You're getting nightmares, you're having sleepless nights. So what that could be is that you're pushing it down into your unconscious. So when you go to sleep, which is visiting your unconscious, you're then dealing with those problems through your sleep instead, because you didn't deal with it during the day, which is good. It'll help you clear it and help you deal with your emotions, even if you are dealing with it in a dream state. That's why we have those dreams. But if you want to stop having those nightmares, it'd be better to deal with it while you're awake and conscious and in the moment when they come up. So what I'm also seeing is with this Ace of Wands is that, especially with the Ace of Pentacles too, is that this new beginning is going to be very fulfilling for you. That what you're heading towards is actually a really, really good thing. So when you do work out those emotions and you do move past them, you're going to be able to just feel that excitement and just feel that looking forward to it. It's going to be great. You don't need to be scared, though it's absolutely okay that you are, because this is going to be a really good thing for you. I'm also seeing with this Nine of Swords that this is more of the typical anxiety card. So a lot of the fears a lot of the things that you're feeling is a lot just in your head. It's the way you're thinking about it. Again, it's the beliefs that you're having about the situation. It's those fears that you might not even realize that are there that is causing you this anxiety. But just know that there are good things in your future. So I'm going to move on to the next card. And you have Leap. Okay. So some of you guys may not have made this jump yet, or even made this decision yet. You may be contemplating it, like you want to move towards this new thing, but you're just not ready to do it yet. And that's causing you anxiety because you feel like you need to make this decision. You know where you need to go and you know that it's going to be great, but you're just so scared to even make that first move. And so with this card, it says, you go first, the universe will catch you. So you just need to take that first step. You just need to take that jump. The universe is here for you. I think a lot of you guys are sort of hoping for that safety net. You want to jump and go for it, but you want there to be like a trampoline or a net at the bottom to catch you in case this doesn't work out. And in your situation, there probably isn't one. You probably just have to go for it and take all the risks and consequences that come with it if it goes wrong. And that can be causing you a lot of anxiety. But the universe is saying, like, we're going to catch you. We're here for you. Wherever this leads, we're going to be right along with you. Your spirits, your guides, your angels, whatever you believe in, they're right there with you as you go down this path. And you don't know where it leads. It might be looking like it's going in one direction right now, and then all of a sudden turn to the other direction. But just But just so you know, it is going to lead to a great place. These cards like the Six of Wands saying success and all these other wonderful cards, like they're showing you this is going to be a good path for you. So don't worry. Even if there's some bends in the roads, even there's some ups and downs, you're going to get through that and you're going to come out on top of this. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. You just gotta take the risk. You just gotta trust the universe. They've got you. It's going to be okay. Okay, so next you've got don't dim to fit in and align your life. Okay, so for some of you guys, this might be the reason that you're not wanting to take steps forwards toward this is because you're afraid of what you're leaving behind. So maybe you have a certain friend group, or it's your family or someone that you're close to that you're sort of growing past at this point. Especially when we look back at that third eye chakra, right? You're developing, you're awakening, you're seeing the world in a whole different light, and maybe some of those people who are currently in your life don't see life the same way as you anymore. Maybe you've outgrown them a bit, and that's scaring you because you still want it to be like it was. You still want to get along with them the way you did, but now you feel different from them because you're going through this. Maybe whatever choice you have to make, whatever direction you have to leap towards, requires some kind of move or some kind of distance from these people, and that scares you. You don't know if you can do it on your own. But with this card, they're saying don't dim to fit in, which means you're a shining star. Don't dim your light because you want to get others' approvals or you want to fit in there. There will be other people, there will be other experiences, and they're going to align with you so much better than where you currently are. Look at this picture and align your life. See how the pieces just don't mesh together anymore? That's you right now with the different pieces in your life. They're not meshing the way they used to be, and that's causing you anxiety, and that's causing you to feel uncomfortable. It's like wearing clothes that are too tight, right? Well, at one point they fit really good and they made you feel really, really good about yourself, but now they're not right for you anymore, and you have to let them go because there's better clothes in your future. There's better opportunities in your future. There's better things in your future. This is also calling me back to the idea of shadow work too, right? So if you go and do that shadow work, and I won't go into shadow work too much, but you can Google it, and there's lots of great information and great YouTubers who have so much on it. So I do recommend looking into it if you haven't done so yet. But yeah, doing some shadow work will help you uncover some of those feelings, will help you feel more aligned and feel more one with yourself so that you are feeling more confident in making this next move. This card's all about moving on from those pieces that no longer fit anymore and being brave enough to walk away from all that doesn't serve you. That includes your thoughts and beliefs as well. If it's just old thoughts and beliefs that you're hanging on to about that you can't be successful, or that you won't get what you want, or that your goals are unachievable, or even just the thoughts and feelings of other people. Maybe they're criticizing your goals and the steps you want to go in, and they're saying, that's not achievable, or that's unrealistic, or you'd be better off staying here because this is stable, this is good income, this is whatever they think. And this is saying to let all of that go and only to stay with what makes sense to you. All those other people, they don't know your life path. They don't know what steps you're taking in your life, so they cannot possibly give you the right advice for yourself. The only person who can truly give you good advice is always going to be your own inner guidance system. So your angels, your guides, your spirit team, your higher self, or even just your own thoughts and beliefs are the only things that you're going to be able to trust in walking forward. So yeah, to conclude this reading, you're feeling anxious because there's a new opportunity in front of you and you're feeling a bit scared to take it. And you're going through a lot of changes, and you feel like you're afraid to leave the past behind. But these cards are showing me that the future is bright for you. It is beautiful, and you are going to feel so good once you take that leap. I see with this leap card that once you jump, you're just going to feel this release and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this sooner? You're going to feel so free. Big things are coming for you, and this is going to be great. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile number 2, and thank you for listening. Bye now. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this earth rock here, then this is your reading. So I just love this earth rock. Even though it's not actually like a typical crystal, it just makes me feel so grounded and so in touch with nature. So maybe that's something you need right now, or just something that you feel connected to too. Maybe you're an earth sign like me. But beautiful rock anyways. So we're going to move on with your reading. And let's see, what is making you anxious right now? Okay, so for your first card, you have Round and Round. It's such a beautiful card. I just love the colors in this. So as you see here, there's a spiral twirling around. And what I always think of as soon as I look at this card is cycles. So what might be making you anxious right now is that you feel like things are repeating in your life. You feel like you're going through the same experiences over and over again. And I'm also getting this like feeling of boredom. Like it feels like you're just going through the same thing over and over again, and you're feeling kind of annoyed with it. Like, why do I keep going through this? Why do the same challenges keep coming up? Why does the same situation keep coming up? And there could be a few reasons for this. Generally, when situations keep coming up, it could happen because, there's a lesson that you need to learn in it, and maybe you haven't learned that lesson yet. The lesson sometimes is as simple as loving yourself or just walking away from a certain situation. I know there are cycles even in my life right now where it's just simply because I haven't moved from point A to point B yet, and I need to move away from that in order to stop that cycle. So that could be the case with you. The other thing that this card means is that even though you're going through the same thing over and over again, you're learning something new every time, and you're evolving every time. So this card actually says it may seem like the same things are happening, but just know every single time you're getting better and you actually are moving forward. So if you look at this card in a different way, it actually could be stairs spiraling and leading up. So if you look at it that way, you're actually rising and you're actually becoming better with every step you take. Also with this card, sometimes it can mean karmic situations. So that's not to say that you're a bad person or you did something bad or that kind of karma. For me, I believe that karma is just simply the lessons that we learn, and I believe that generally lessons that we learn tend to be very circular or spiral in the fact that they sort of repeat themselves a lot. We tend to all have a bit of life themes that sort of kind of repeat themselves over and over again, and we get tested with the same things over and over again. Can you still handle this? Are you better at it now? How are you going to manage it now that you're a more grown person? So that could be the case as well. And, I'm also hearing a bit of karmic relationship. That is going to be the case for a very, very small group of you. But if that's your case and you're with somebody and you know that it's sort of at the end, that could also be why as well. Maybe you're sitting in a situation that at one point gave you tons of beautiful lessons that you needed to learn, but now you're getting to the end and you're seeing that that's great. It taught me tons. It was a good experience for that, but now I'm ready to move on from that. So maybe you're in that situation as well. Okay, let's see your next card. Okay, so the next card you have is Yin. Another beautiful card. I'm really liking this reading so far. So this card is all about feminine energy. Particularly that feminines are, and the feminine energy is all about receiving. So when you're in your feminine energy, also being, as opposed to doing. So when you're in your feminine energy, you should be all about stillness and just allowing things to happen as opposed to trying to control them. So one thing I'm seeing for you is that it's possible that you are giving a lot. And I know a lot of people who, a lot of moms and feminines and women in general, they tend to overgive themselves. Especially if you're empathic too. That could be another part, is that you're overgiving yourselves a lot as an empath. And that could also be something that's causing you a lot of anxiety right now. Maybe you do have a family you're taking care of, and that's why you need to give so much. Or maybe that's just the type of person you are. You just love giving and you're starting to deplete yourself a bit. I'm also seeing that, I'm seeing that you could use a little bit more of the stillness and a little bit more of the being. That maybe you're a bit go, 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 go. And I know this world is crazy. It is run by the masculine energy right now, and we are so go, go, go. You have to be doing something at all times to succeed. We're constantly thinking about making money. We're constantly thinking about how to be a good business person. And so many women I see have fallen into this, where they have sort of became the masculine energy in order to succeed in this world, which is unfortunate. It really is unfortunate that our world sort of requires us to have to live that way in order to succeed. And thankfully, things are changing. But this card might be calling you to get more into that feminine energy and just to be still and to listen to your inner self and to just be more light as opposed to heavy all the time. Don't take things so seriously. Just sort of, I'm feeling this really zen vibe from this. Like, you just need to relax, enjoy nature, be thankful for the things in your life, have some gratitude. Even as you're like eating and drinking, I'm just seeing like taking small sips and saying thank you for this sip of water, thank you for this bite of food, and practicing mindful eating. Maybe some of you guys do that. Yeah, beautiful card. Okay, let's see what else you have. Okay, so for your next card, you have No Place Like Home. So maybe you're feeling a bit like an outcast lately, or a bit disconnected from those around you. You're not feeling at home with where you are right now. And again, I'm getting a restless feeling, like you're just not, you're feeling a bit stuck. Maybe you've been in the same town for a really long time. Or again, you do have a family, and you kind of feel like it's the same every day. Go to work, come home, take care of the family, sort of that 9 to 5 routine. This can be with or without a family. Maybe there's some problems at home, and that's causing you some anxiety. I'm not seeing that so much as stagnant energy. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing just not moving at the pace you'd like things to move. Not feeling free enough. Also feeling like you might not be feeling home with yourself. So you might not be accepting yourself in all departments. Maybe you have a heavy inner critic. Yeah, I'm getting that you just need to be still and allow things to flow to you. Yeah, very stagnant energy here. Okay, let's see what else you have. Okay, there's what I was sensing. The 8 of Swords. So yeah, you're feeling stuck. You're feeling trapped in the situation that you're currently in. Like you can't move out of it. But of course, with the 8 of Swords, there's always the reminder that all it is swords around in a square when you see that card. And that if the person wanted to, they could just walk right out of that square. So you're not actually stuck. But that's how you're feeling. I'm hearing damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you're feeling like you can't, like if you leave, you'll lose all that you have, and I'm actually feeling like you do like what you have. Like you're feeling a bit content too. But also bored. Interesting. Let's see what your next card is. Okay, so you have the Six of Swords. Right, yeah, so you want to move away. Yeah, there's a part of you that wants to seek that new adventure and to see new things. But you don't want to leave behind what you have either. Interesting, so you have a decision to make. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so you have the Lovers. Okay. So this might be a relationship that you feel like you want to move away from. Maybe you're in a relationship that is a really good relationship, that you feel happy in, or at least has good things to it. But it's sort of run its course. You've gotten to that point where it was good while it lasted, it taught you lots of things, but you're feeling like it's time to move on. Yeah, I'm hearing that one song with I have to look it up. It's that Chainsmokers song where they go around on the bike and she's like, I'll follow you in my bike everywhere you go, I'll go. And that's sort of the energy I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like you're just sort of at that point in a relationship where you're just going with it now. It's comfortable, it's safe, but it's no longer new, it's no longer exciting, and it's no longer fulfilling in the way it used to be. But I'm not feeling like this is a bad relationship either. I'm just feeling like it just might be completed. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so the next card you have is Restriction. And this is actually so funny because in the description of this card, it actually says, damned if I do, damned if I don't, cycle of frustration. So, and that's what I just said a minute ago. So basically you're believing that no matter which option you take, there's going to be consequences for that and it's not going to go well. And so you're feeling anxious because you feel like you want to leave this situation, but there's so many good things that come with the situation, you don't want to have to leave those behind. So you're feeling very stuck in your thinking right now. And the message of this card, and I'm actually remembering the exact words, are take a commercial break and laugh it off. So basically you can see this card, there's the lock around the person's head with the person in the cage in it, and there's these other yellow people and they've got the key, so they represent your angels and guides. And they've got the key and they can unlock it at any time. So just like with the Eight of Swords, if you want to, you can walk yourself right out of this situation. You're just kind of stuck in your thinking right now because you're worried about which way to go. And also just know that there's infinite possibilities at any point in time. You're never stuck with just two paths. It's not stay or go. There's tons of different ways to do it. There's stay but take a vacation. There's go, but keep in touch, or 100 different other possibilities for your unique situation. So yeah, the suggestion is just to kind of take a break from this problem and just to laugh it off for a minute. And just to enjoy yourself and remember what's good in life and to just sort of take a break from it for a moment. And the next card you have, of course, is Rest, which also says take a break from the situation. So you see here with the lawn chair and the girl enjoying herself, I immediately just feel vacation coming from this card. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe you are actually in a safe situation that really is fulfilling you. But you're just getting bored and restless because, especially depending on which part of the world you're in, we've all been going through lockdowns and having to stay home and not be able to do much. So maybe you actually are really needing a vacation, and that's sort of why you're feeling stuck and bored with your situation, is you're sort of taking it out, maybe even just in your own head, but you're taking it out on the good things in your life because you feel stuck. But it's going to vary for different people. Some of you guys really are in a karmic situation that is just done, or in a situation that just was beautiful and did serve you, but the sun's setting and it's time to move on to a new beginning. It's going to be different for each of you. But what these cards are saying is just to step away from it for a moment. Just relax on it. Breathe. And again, with the yin card here, again, I'm really getting the idea of you need to meditate. You need to be still. You need to take a moment to be grateful for all you have. Look at the positive. Laugh it off. Take care of yourself. Right? The clarity is going to come when you do these things. Then you will know what the right path is for you. So yeah, I'm getting that you're actually not even able to see what the right path is right now. You're so clouded in your thought process right now that you actually don't know. And that's okay. Just be still, relax, love yourself, give yourself permission to go have some fun, honestly. Just whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself, just give yourself permission to go and do that, because that's how you're going to get the clarity. Focusing on the problem isn't going to get you anywhere. Step away from it. Do something else is the message I'm really getting from this. Sleep even too. I know Russ talks a lot about just sleeping, so maybe you're a bit underslept as well. Sleep. Okay, so for your final card, you have leadership. Okay, so this is interesting. So let me read into this card for a moment. Okay, so I'm getting that you might need to carve out your own path. Interesting. So the options that you're currently thinking of for your life actually aren't going to be the best option for you. There's going to be a third option. And it might be a mix of both the options in front of you. Yeah, so you might be doing something completely different than what other people do. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because it might be something completely outside of the box. It's funny because we see the Eight of Swords is just really like the box. You actually do need to just step right out of the box and do something completely different. Interesting. And so you're going to be sort of like a leader in this. The leadership card itself usually talks about it's not even worrying about what other people are doing. It's not about directing other people or that sort of leadership. It's actually just about saying, this is what's right for my life. I'm going to go ahead and do it, even if no one's done it before. And if they choose to lead, if they choose to follow me, then they follow me. And if they don't, they don't. But this is my path. And this is what I'm going to do. And that's sort of the energy that I'm feeling for you, that you just need to do something that maybe hasn't even been done before. So funny, because I actually can't even tell you what to do because your situations are so unique. And they're probably going to be things that are just really not your typical things. It's probably going to be something completely different. Yeah, I'm hearing option number 3. Choose the path that you don't see right now. So that's why you're going to need that rest period first. You're going to need to spend some time with yourself, really take care of yourself, meditate, reconnect with your angels and guides, speak to them, do what you got to do, and then you're just going to get this clarity, and it's probably going to be different than the scenarios that you're thinking of right now. Wow. So that's a beautiful message, pile number 3, and I really hope this helped, and I wish you luck. Bye.